says he wasn't ready when he started as a true freshman. He played here as a true frosh as he fires incomplete. And had just think about it. We talked about the winning streak for Ohio State. Illinois has lost 19 consecutive Big Ten games. Miller with all kinds of... That was a net 80-yard punt with the penalty. 61-yard punt, and then you had the penalty. But Hyde, it really worked on Hyde's conditioning. He's at 230 pounds. They say he's maybe in the best shape he's been in ever in Columbus as he runs over a defender. The guy behind him that was pretty talented, or at least playing. On a Braxton Miller 70-yard touchdown run. This is Hyde. And Hyde, who has not had a carry in 2 years. Miller hits Hyde out of the backfield, and Hyde is loose, and Hyde is in. Touchdown, Ohio State.
To go back and look at that touchdown. Here's Hyde. He's just going to come out of the backfield. And here's Zane Petty. He's got him in man-to-man coverage. He's in a good position. He just has to make the tackle right there. There's the tackle. Here's the first down. You make the tackle, and they attempt to field.
He also has a catch that he turned into a touchdown. Here's Hyde. Big hole for Hyde. Past the 25. All the way across. Here's 3rd down and 4, and the Buckeyes have scored a couple touchdowns on 3rd down today. Here's Hyde, and he falls. Special teams play on the kick return, and they start at their 48-yard line, leading 28-7. And here's Hyde. He's been hurt for a little bit this year. Had 12.71 last year on the ground. Hyde headed for the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
These times, Vatina, the linebacker, 34, you just see the lack of speed, right? I mean, this is what the reality of what's happening at Illinois right now. They don't offensive line and the playmakers they have. They've grown defensively, so there's not one big character flaw. You see a stop here from Illinois.
Completion percentage is only at 50. Carlos Hyde, big hole up the middle. And in Ohio was neither confirmed nor denied. In fact, there were some involved with the football program themselves that didn't even know about that. They'll run Hyde here, trying to squeak through a hole. Can't. Jonathan leading by 2 scores. It's Hyde, and he's able to get the first down. They had a hold of his ankle. The momentum that Brett Bielema and his staff built up there at Wisconsin. As Carlos Hyde is wrapped up. See how they handle this defensively. 3rd and 9, and they come after Miller. Well, rush 4, and Hyde wide open and trying to dive for the first. Ohio State rolling and out to score points and blow Illinois out and try to impress voters. They're just worrying about securing a win right now. Miller going to the air, nobody open. Guyton will throw a fade and throw it out of minutes. Here's Hyde straight ahead, and look at him power through a defender. Just drove him backwards.
And Hyde had guys on his legs too. He had, not only did he have to run over Cooper, but he had defenders pulling. Ernest Thomas, the safety, looked like his elbow may have been down before he got in with that football, but you can see the power.
Play here from the sideline. 3rd down and goal. The top is in. Touchdown.
Needs to be a more integral part of this offense for us, Ohio State, going forward.
Big hole for Carlos.
And that's why it was such a pivotal steal. Remember, he was committed to Oregon for almost half a year.
Miller to the air on 1st down, going to go deep, and again the wind problem is
doing that much like Harvin was at Florida
when he played for Urban Meyer there. On 2nd and 10, here's Hyde trying to pick a hole, but it's not there.
Illinois team that scored 3 points against Michigan State.
1st down for the Buckeyes on their 25. And a design run, Braxton Miller. And a good run.
Nail that in. So Alabama probably has the toughest road.
Yeah.
And then Kansas, Stanford, and Baylor. Even Auburn, if they were to upset Alabama, has a chance.
Miller gets the first. They're on the same team. They're going to run Carlos Hyde to the 2nd level, to the 21. 14 more yards.
defensively and offensively is not right. And so that's what's the most disturbing thing about Michigan, and quite frankly,
Illinois still in it if the Illini can get a stop. Carlos Hyde, and able to spin out.
That's what's happened. Their defense has let them down in this game.
Punt return for a touchdown allowed. And again, they had only given up 3 punt return yards all season prior to today as Hyde bangs for it. And he will throw. And Miller trying to run around. Now he'll take off. And he threw it up in the air. And if it's in bounds, they could pick it off. Perception about the Big Ten. I think you're going to see a lot of people put, if Stanford wins tonight at USC, you're going to see people put Stanford above Ohio State. Maybe Baylor as well, if they win today, as Hyde's final score stands.
Yeah, they might, but I don't see that happening in the BCS poll.
Here's Hyde, who's loose in the secondary. He's inside the 30, and Hyde will take it all the way for the Ohio State touchdown. Straight wins to tie a school record, and the offensive line just providing a huge hole for Hyde.
And then right here, this is the difference from last year, in my opinion. And I know that Illinois is not the fastest secondary in the world, but when he gets to that second level, nobody's catching him this year from behind. And it's a credit to him. He got himself in shape and he's taking advantage of that opportunity.
Yeah, they got him down at a solid 230 pounds. They have a terrific Indiana at home and Columbus next week, then at Michigan. And then likely the Big 12, or excuse me, the Big 10 title game on 12/7, December 7th. As Hyde is loose again, breaks another tackle, and Hyde will score another touchdown, his 4th of the day.